Welcome to another Code Made Easy video tutorial presented by Black Star Code Academy, where learning to code is easy. For complete, easy to understand, and detailed coding video tutorials, visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/CodeMadeEasy. Here you'll find in-depth coding instructions and lessons that are easy to understand and follow. So visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/CodeMadeEasy. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Now in lessons number 1 through 11, we got to know what Bootstrap was. We got our introductory to Bootstrap. We also installed our code editor. We'll be using Notepad++. You can download Notepad++ for free at notepad++.org. And we'll be using version number 6.0 here. Okay, that gives us the features that we need. Now in previous lessons 1 through 11, we coded our navigation bar. We also coded out this upper section here, upper header section, as well as this lower header section. And we did our next section with our 3 blocks here using the Bootstrap responsive classes, and our offset section here, also using Bootstrap responsive classes. And we did our call to action section with our Bootstrap button as well. Then we further down, we've got our 2 blocks. These are all Bootstrap responsive classes here. We coded those out, and we did our upper and lower footer sections here. Now you can review all this code in the lessons 1 through 11, but today we'll be working again with our navigation bar here. In lesson number 11, we moved the navigation menu items from the left to the right here. So, and what we want to do is we want to continue to work on the responsiveness of the navigation bar. So I'll go ahead and show you what I mean. I'll just minimize my screen here. And in lesson number 11, we coded the button here, and we also did the functions for the drop down of the nav menu. Now what I want to do here, this is my completed site page here, but what I want to do is show you how to move that, or how to get those items from the right to the left when it's responsive mode. As you see, when I go in on my test page here and I minimize my screen, you see that the navigation menu items are still floating to the right. So we want to move those over here. So I'll go ahead and show you how to do that. Now I'll go to my code view here, and this is my markup. And as with all pages, we included our links in our head section of our page. These are links to the Bootstrap CDN. I'll be leaving a link to that to the page so you can download the PDF which contains these links. You can just copy those into your page. I'll be leaving a link down in the description box below the video. Okay, so we'll be in this lesson, we'll be working in our style section, and we'll also be working in our nav section here, specifically in our UL area here. Okay, so we're working with the UL tag and the list items or line item tags. So the first thing we want to do is we want to create a unique class. Okay, this is not a Bootstrap class, this is just a class that I've made up. So I'm going to add this class to my UL tag here. Okay, and you can learn all about CSS classes on our Patreon page at patreon.com/CodeMadeEasy. So I'm just going to make a unique class here, and I'm going to name that class Mobile. Okay, I'm going to do a Control S to say that edit to the markup. And now I'm going to scroll back up to my style section here, because now I want to include some media query syntax inside my style section. Now we'll just be doing the syntax for the portrait view on a mobile phone, okay? But you can do media queries for landscape views or portrait views on tablets, on phones, on larger displays by using media queries. And you can learn more about media queries on our Patreon page of patreon.com/CodeMadeEasy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by including the syntax at media only screen, and then I'm going to do parentheses, and within my parentheses I'm going to type in max hyphen width followed by a colon, and then it's going to be 500 pixels. Okay, now you want to make sure that the syntax on this is correct. So after my closing parentheses, I'm going to use some squiggly brackets, open up my brackets, and now my selectors and properties will go inside this bracket. Okay, I'll show you the syntax here in a second. So let me show you what we're going to target. So I'll go back down to my UL tag here, and what I want to do is I want to use the opening UL tag, and I want to target my mobile class within this line of classes. So this is this tag, the syntax for that. So you go ahead and tab over once. Within your style section, you do UL dot mobile. Okay, that's the mobile class. So we've got our UL tag that's targeting our mobile class within our line of classes. Okay, and we'll go ahead and do an opening squiggly bracket and a closing squiggly bracket. Now, some developers like to go ahead and open that bracket up like that, but you don't necessarily have to because it's kind of confusing to look at. So I just leave mine kind of closed like this. Okay, and I go ahead and put all of my properties inside here all on one line. Okay, it makes it a little bit cleaner and easier to read. So with my UL, with my mobile class, I'll go ahead and do a float colon left and followed by a semicolon. Okay, so I want this whole UL section to float to the left instead of to the right like it is now. And I'll go down one more line, tab over, and I'll do my next set of syntax or typing here, and I want to target again some more tags within my UL section here. So this time I'm going to use my nav class, but I want to target my opening line item tag. So there's a syntax for that. So here's how that works. So I'm going to do my nav class, okay, and then I'll do an opening or greater than sign followed by my li tag, followed by squiggly brackets, and I'm going to do the width colon 475 pixels followed by a semicolon. Okay, so what this syntax does, it actually drills down within our UL tag. It drills down, it uses the nav class, and it drills down to the opening line item tag. So you can target specific items within specific tags or lines of tags. So now that I have that, I'm going to go ahead and do a Control S to save my work. Go back to my test page, refresh my test page, minimize my screen, and click on my nav button here. And there you go. Now you see that my navigation menu items have moved from the right to the left, and they span across the entire width of the window there. So that completes this short video tutorial. This was just a follow-up to lesson number 11. It's lesson number 12. So again, let me go over just to recap what we've done in this lesson. We included some media query syntax here in our style section here. Okay, and we also created a unique class here of mobile. Okay, this is not a Bootstrap class. It's just a class that I made up, and I assigned that here up in my the style section in my media query area. So again, that completes this lesson. If you want to learn more about Bootstrap and CSS, HTML, PHP, WordPress, you can visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/code made easy. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.